Hello, lovelies. Listen, I have a little bit of a message for you today because I'm in the middle of writing and being guided to some very important aspects to include in my upcoming 21-day Radiant Self-Wealth Challenge that will be starting February 22nd. So you definitely want to get in because once the 22nd hits, there'll be no more time for registration. We want everybody to be starting and progressing at the same level. So the topic for today is that no one will see your value if you don't. So perhaps you've heard this really old story that really illustrates the power of perspective. So a while ago, a long time ago, two salesmen were sent by a British shoemaker to Africa to investigate and report back on the market potential. And the first salesman reports back and he says, "There's no potential here. Nobody wears shoes." And the second salesman reports back and it's like, "There's massive potential here. Nobody wears shoes." So the invitation today is to be your own person and to choose the perspective that you want. Because you're always going to suck at being somebody else's version of you. You are the opportunity you've been looking for. You're the miracle. And when you can begin to see the value in yourself, you'll radiate it. When you radiate it, guess what happens? The world also sees it and reflects your value back to you. And this is how it works. It can come in the form of a promotion or a raise. Maybe it's going to be an invitation. You'll receive an invitation for a partnership or that magical high-level relationship that you've been after, because nobody can see your value if you don't. So this is a lot of what I'll teach in my upcoming 21-day course. It's the miracle frequency. We want to be vibing at that. And I can't wait to begin it with you guys. But the message for today is to remember that your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself create the reality that you're experiencing. And one of the most powerful realizations is that the universe is always saying yes. So this includes even when you believe that you're a victim. It will seem like it's saying yes, and it was going to create more experiences where you'll continue to feel powerless, and that is for your growth experience. But get this. If you also believe that you're a person of great value, the universe is going to agree with you and it's going to say yes. And then it's going to create experiences and synchronicity and magic and miracles. Can I get a woo-woo? The amazing things about magic is that magicians don't really view it as spectacular. You know why? Because they know it's a skill. They don't think it's anything amazing because they've dedicated themselves to learning the language, the actions that cultivate that skill of being a magician. And the same is true for us because you're the creator of your life. And the universe will validate it through every experience. It will always say yes to you. So as the powerful creators that we are, we're invited, like the magician, to remember the language of creation and participate in cultivating the skills, which means we're being asked to take note of the messages that we're sending out to the universe, which the universe is going to say yes to, right? For example, are you harboring resentments? Or how often do you reinforce a negative, lacking belief or a belief about limitation? Listen, this is crucial to understand and accept if you really want to create the life that you desire. Every single time, without fail, literally every time you send out a vibration, so whatever it is that you're vibing at, you don't even have to be thinking about sending it. The universe is going to say yes. And then it's going to get boomeranged back to you. And when you send out a desire for something super amazing in your life, but secretly you're harboring a belief that you're undeserving of it, you're literally continuing to plant weeds in your garden. Seriously, aren't you tired of pulling those weeds out yet? We're all being invited to become aware our self-judgmental or our self-critical thoughts or anything that continues to create weeds in our gardens, because that's not what we want more of, right? It is imperative that we take time to step back and pay close attention to what thought seeds that you're planting in your garden, because weeds literally choke the life out of the beauty that you're trying to create. Every decision that we make, leads to either a feeling of unhappiness, which means that I'm believing or I've aligned with the belief that the problem's real, or it can lead us to a feeling of happiness and delight, which means I've aligned with the thought that the idea that anything is possible. And then I'm returned to that field of all possibilities, which is where I love to dance, because it feels good to feel good. This is your internal guidance system at work, and we've talked about that on several other videos. Because around us swims billions of particles. It's the field of all possibility. But once you attach yourself to a specific problem, you collapse the waveform. So let's take, for example, this coin right here. It has two sides to it. And it depends what side you're looking at, right? So I'm in Canada, and on one side, I have a silhouette of the Queen's head. And this side has a Remembrance Day memorial image, because it's a special edition coin. So if I'm looking at this side, I actually can't see what's on the other side, what it has depicted on it, until I turn it over, until I change my perspective. Then I get to see that it's actually a special edition coin. And the same is true for us. With every problem that we see on the other side, the solution is also inherent in it. According to the law of polarity, one cannot exist without the other. The coin has to have two sides to become a coin. So as the magnificent creators of our life, we get to choose which side of the coin do we want to look at, which side aligns with the feeling of happiness and delight, and which side aligns with the belief that there's a problem. Not only is there a solution, guys, but it's a special edition solution, and it's made just for you. So now that you're kind of able to see how our focus creates limitations or it accesses the field of possibilities, let's dance in the world of what's possible just for a moment and see if we can find a common thread here. So the Wright brothers believed that they could build a plane, and because of their belief, the very first flight took place in 1903. They believed in their ability to create their vision, and it happened. Steve Jobs believed that he could create the most technologically advanced phone in history, and through his vision, the iPhone was born. Jobs believed in his ability to create it, and it happened. Ada Lovelace, she believed that she could program a machine with mathematical algorithms, and because of her determination, the first computer was programmed. Ada believed in herself and her ability to create her vision, and so it was. And then we have the amazing solar power pioneer, Dr. Maria, who believed that she could heat an entire home by solar power. And that was in 1947. She was able to create her first solar-only home. She did that back in the 40s because she believed she could. Are you starting to see the theme here? Edwin Hubble believed that man could go to the moon, and through his perseverance, he eventually invented the famous Hubble Space Telescope, which is crucial for space travel. And how did he do this amazing feat? Because he believed in himself. He believed that he could do it. Our belief in ourselves has the power to take us to the moon, to create all that we envision. Or our beliefs about ourselves also have the ability to box us into our own prison. The choice is yours, guys. Which side of the coin are you focusing on? Because this I know for certain. Your beliefs about yourself today will most certainly create your circumstances and your experiences tomorrow. Oprah Winfrey said, "Step out of the history that's holding you back and step into the new story that you're willing to create." In other words, guys, if you want to change the story, we have to change the main character. So if you're struggling with any area of believing in yourself and you're seeing areas of your life stagnating, or you're not experiencing the freedom that you deserve, I invite you to actually take a look at the beliefs that you hold about yourself and your abilities that you believe that you have to create the life that you desire. So if you need help, you can book a free call with me through my website or check out my upcoming 21-day Radiant Self-Wealth course, where we'll not only uncover the limiting beliefs that are affecting your life and holding you back, but we're also going to reprogram them, woohoo, so that you can finally be free to bloom into your full magnificence and then finally radiate your highest value. because you absolutely do deserve the best, my beautiful. I hope your day is so full of magic and miracles. And remember, you are the magnificent creator of your own life. Mwah.